Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I invite you to spend the next 30 minutes with myself, Khallee Standberry, and the lovely Miss Santrice Turner. Good having you here.
I know, right?
Where we answer questions through truthful, opinionated responses. And that being said, our mission is to inspire and enlighten others the best way we see suitable with honesty, observation, and personal experience. So, if we offend anyone, we apologize.
Apologies in advance.
Other than that, we hope you enjoy the show. So, first things first, this is our very first show.
Yes.
And people don't know who we are yet. So, one of the things I would like for us to do is to,
lightly introduce ourselves.
Yeah, introduce ourselves and who we are and, what interests us, what our hobbies are, music we listen to, just, off the top.
Okay.
So, starting first, I'm a student at Chicago State. I'm here courtesy of my mom, Ernestine Standberry, who is a member of International Pro-Life Federation. And the other host is Santrice Turner. We've been long friends for about 2 years now. I've been talking about this idea for a while.
We've been wrestling around with it for a while, and now that it's a reality, we're just here to inform everybody and let everybody know that you're not the only person out here that feel the way that you feel about anything and everything that's going on in Chicago. Because a lot of things that we overlook in the newspapers or we overlook on the news and say that it doesn't affect us, it really does.
Yeah.
In the long run, it's going to be a totally different Chicago, and right now we're just like here to get everybody ready for what's going on. Because I am a single mother, and it's totally different from the way it was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's our mission here, is to inform, inspire, and
just voice.
And voice.
And just voice in the end. So we're here to tell you about our story, about our observation, about our likes, about our dislikes from a young perspective. Yeah. Fellow musician, fellow motivational speaker, inspirational human being, just a great human, all in all. So yeah.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
You are awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Takes one to know one.
I know, right?
So, our topic today is going to be about the little ones, the children, the seeds.
We have to start it off like that.
Yeah, because that's where it all begins. So,
yeah.
First question, or just not even first question, first topic is going to be, what is the biggest difference that is most evident to us between children nowadays? And I hate to sound like, like an old head, but when we were growing up, what's the difference that you see nowadays?
I mean, it's a huge difference from right now to from 10 years ago, 15 years ago even.
Right.
The 90s and the 2000s are totally different.
And Tupac is considered old school, which is crazy. Yeah, so.
I ask children now, I ask the kids now, like, how old were you when Tupac died? Because I was alive when he was here, and now you're trying to cuss me out on buses and stuff like that. It's just the feel now is, I hate to say it, it's like kill or be killed now out here. You got to get your money up, and it's just a lot of pressure. But all of those things don't even matter.
Right.
It really doesn't matter.
They just,
as long as the problem now with the youth is that it's no inspirational person. Like when our parents were coming up, they had the Dr. Kings, they had the Frederick Douglasses and everything. We don't have that person, or we don't have those people that are inspiring, continuing to inspire our race and to keep going.
Yeah.
It's not just mainly black people, it's just everybody.
Yeah, for real. Because I think the main reason is like when people try to like push those people and say these are your heroes, or these people who who
there are no heroes
emulate
anymore.
It's like it's just so irrelevant to them, because it's just like, well, it just doesn't matter in the life that they live today, because the life they live today is so pressing, you know, and it's so harsh and it's so there, and it's like they want immediate responses, you know.
Yeah, and it's no such thing as an immediate response in this day and age.
Yeah, I think like
only
now,
immediate responses are iPads.
Yeah, exactly. And technology. I think the thing now is like children are they're smarter, but they're not even smarter. It's just a different kind of intelligence now. Like they don't. I mean, you don't.
It's
see
called
a lot
artificial intelligence.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of children out
playing,
and it's like they're all like in their little sects, you know. And like I told you last time we were at our job, you know.
Not naming that place.
We were at our job. This little girl came in, and she was like 9 years old, and she ordered like a latte or something like that with like
no, you can't drink coffee.
Exactly.
You couldn't drink coffee.
But like no, she ordered a mocha, and she was just like she assumed I was gonna put whipped cream on it. She was like, hold the whipped cream, please. I'm like, oh, excuse me, I know we drinking lattes now, you know, we in cafes already. So it's like, man, you know, I would say the biggest thing is like, you know, children they're not gonna have no scars or no memories, or you know what I mean, no TV shows to go back to, and it's like
no
it's
scraping
the same.
of the knees from riding your bicycle.
Yeah, no, actually, I mean, physical play, and it's like we sound just like our parents when they were talking to us, and it's like. It's at such an extreme level.
Yeah, but now it's gone too far. That's the whole thing. Like now it's just this is a little bit too much.
Yeah. So we bringing it out, you know, talking about it, letting you guys know that it's something that even we think about. You know, even you know the young people that are the now of today. We're able to look and notice these things, you know, from nephews, from little sisters, little siblings, you know,
to
family members,
children,
to just children in general. So, yeah, just take a close look, pay attention, you know what I mean, and you'll see what we're talking about. If not, just open up your eyes a little bit.
Right now, my main concern is with what you see on television.
Right.
Now, with children nowadays, they know how to get on the internet. They know how to. My 4-year-old little cousin
is on Twitter.
No, he has a Facebook page though,
okay.
which is really funny.
Okay, cool.
Don't know the password, but it definitely has a Facebook page. It's just from the things that you see on television nowadays for kids, it's just too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Phineas and Ferb and all that. I mean, it's cool, but it's like not cool because of the subject matter.
Yeah.
It's just out of control. Well, we had Tiny Toon Adventures and stuff like that.
Yeah, we had something that was way more. It was more like.
And to take it back even further, our parents didn't grow up off cartoons. My grandmother didn't grow up off cartoons. She grew up off Hard Rock, Coco, and Joe.
Yeah.
That's like a puppeteer thing. That was real life.
Yeah.
Now these kids are looking at cartoons and like, oh, I can go stab somebody and they'll get up.
Yeah.
No,
exactly.
that's not
That's
real.
Not reality.
It's not real.
It's not reality. Yeah.
And it's people with cell phones. I screamed in 8th grade for a beeper. Could not get it. I had to pay my own money for the beeper and couldn't keep it on.
CD player.
But now it's, or a CD player. But now it's kids with cell phones. So it's what we're doing. But it's not what we're doing. It is, but it isn't.
Yeah.
It is, but it isn't. Because it's in our face. Like, oh, I got to get my kid a cell phone.
But
why?
I think one of the things it is, like, people always say, you know, children got to focus, you know. The children have to focus. They got to focus. And it's like, these very things are knocking them off of their focus. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're giving them so many distractions that it's just like, how are they actually supposed to pay attention in school? How are they actually supposed to look around them and enjoy the childhood they have to enjoy before, you know what I'm saying, succumbing to something that we're in the midst of, you know? So it's like, one of the things is like, maybe your son isn't ADHD. He's just a 4-year-old boy.
Right.
You know what I mean? That has a lot of energy.
Exactly.
And it's like, you should just take some time out for him. I see a lot of things, man, just like based on our personal observations, which is what the show is about. Like I said, I got to reiterate it.
It's not fact.
Yeah, it's just like, right.
It's our personal observation.
Yeah, personal observation.
But
because everybody has a right to speak.
if these observations turn out to be true, then it's nothing we can do about that.
I mean, it's like, you know, when you're on the train and you see, you know, a steady statistic, you know, and you keep seeing it, it's just like, you know, something's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you see that the kind of the situations that children are like forced to deal with, you know, it's like someone has to talk about it. Someone has to speak out about it. I know my mother is an avid speaker about it, so I thought it would be right to just talk about, you know, one of the main issues, which is our future, you know, and just to voice how we see things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you're on the train with your son or daughter or niece or
I
nephew.
personally don't like being on the train or the bus with my son.
That's the worst place to be.
It's terrible.
It's the worst place to be, yeah.
It's terrible now. I want to get off the bus and mace everybody on there. It's a bad situation because of how it is nowadays.
Like
nobody has nobody has any respect for anything that's going on. When I was younger, it wasn't cool to be cussing out old people.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, you one of the bad kids if you cussing out old people.
Yeah. Ooh,
now it's like,
it's cool to be one of the bad kids.
Exactly. When did that become cool?
Man. Mm-hmm.
But that goes into ties with the next thing. How is it so different? How do the elders look at us today?
How do the elders play a positive role?
The thing is that it isn't any. It is, but it isn't. A lot of our aunts, uncles, grandmothers gave up. Well, not gave up, but just letting us go now. Because everybody having children young, and I'm not knocking anybody that has kids young or decides to have a family. It's just the circumstance that you put yourself in. It's a circle. It's a vicious circle, because it's the whole welfare system, the whole government, the city, everything is a circle.
Yeah.
So with us having, all right, let's say, prime example, me. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to even say me. Let's say Angela that stays on 79th and Langley. Okay? Now, if she stays on 79th and Langley, she has to go to the aid office, which is right here, because she probably doesn't have a six-figure job, nor does she have a college education. It's a trap. The welfare system it's set to build a little bit, but not really. How can you really build on anything like that if they're gonna hawk you down and ask you a million questions before you even, oh, that is weird.
Well, I think the main thing about it is, like, it all starts with morals. You know, it all starts with in the household. You know, like myself, you know, I didn't take the traditional route. I didn't take, you know, the route of being kind of just typical and how I achieve success. And honestly, I don't see myself taking a typical route, because I see myself going on a route
to do great things.
Yeah,
you want to do great things.
So in that sense, it's just like, you know, keeping your moral fiber, you know, and having your character, you know, and just being a good person, genuinely,
but
that
see,
kid can look up to.
the thing is, who's there to teach anybody how to do that if your example is not a good person?
Us. We're there. Because although the elders aren't there anymore, we're definitely there. And it's not up to them anymore, it's up to us now. Because we're at a point where we're going to start just taking, you know, we're going to start being in command a lot more, and we can't keep looking at them and saying, you didn't do this, you didn't do that.
Right, you pointing the finger.
And it's I mean, it's time for us to do it now, whether we're ready or not, you know, and most of the time when it's time, you won't be ready. So I think it's time for us to just open up our eyes and just look and see and just start going for what we know, the best way we can, you know, and believing and following our hearts. And
what is that saying? You can't lead a horse to water or something like you can't take a donkey to water.
You can't. Well, it's something like you could teach a person, you know, you take a person to the pond for fish, you could teach them how to swim.
Yeah, so something like that.
In the long run, it should be it's something along that line. That's that young coming out of us again. But yeah, other than that, no, like seriously. So it's time for us to just, you know,
take more responsibility.
Yeah, and you don't have to be politically correct. You know what I mean?
No, it's not about being politically correct. It's not about none of that. As long as you see what's going on, if you notice that, hey, I don't think that this is right.
Yeah.
If you see it, why would you continue to do it?
Yeah.
And it comes in ties with everything from the drugs to the taxes to everything that's going on around us.
Just stop being